Nate, how do you succeed without a sales funnel?
Well, that is the question, because everyone thinks you've got to have a sales funnel to succeed. Can you succeed without one? That's what we're going to talk about.
Nate, why did this topic come up? I mean, what is a sales funnel? Let's start there.
Well, you can picture a funnel, right? Wide at the top, narrow at the bottom. You've got your most expensive products or offerings down at the bottom, priced all the way up to you got your cheap or your free offering at the top. So that's kind of a sales funnel. Other people look at it as a value ladder, where you take steps up this ladder, starting with your free gifts, your book, your course, then coaching, and your ultimate dream package or whatever.
Your high ticket item. So why do people think you need one then?
Well, we study business and we learn these principles, and it makes sense. It makes sense logically.
Okay, so now you're saying that we don't need one anymore, though.
So the reason I wanted to bring this up is because I kind of did things in reverse. For many years, I tried building the traditional sales funnel. I tried, small packages. I tried putting on retreats and getting people interested to buying my higher price things so that I didn't succeed. I wasn't very good at it. What I finally got good at was selling a $100,000 package without anything below it. So I've built a 7-figure business without having a sales funnel. And so I think it's kind of important for people to know a sales funnel isn't required. Now, I'm currently working on building the rest of my sales funnel and filling it in, because I think I can help a lot more people that way. And I think that I am leaving a lot of money or profit on the table. There's a lot more people that could be helped by me, that I'm only helping dozens of people right now versus thousands.
Now, is this the same as a marketing funnel, a sales funnel? I've heard both terms.
Well, they might have some overlap. I would say a marketing funnel is a series of marketing messages that help people become a client or a customer, where a sales funnel or a value ladder is they start with a buy that's small. Let's say it's a $20 product, and then they buy a $100 product, and then they buy a $500. So that's what I mean by sales ladder or sales funnel. I'm just curious if you agree with me or disagree. If you agree, give me a thumbs up. If you disagree, give me a thumbs down. I want to see how this works.
So, Nate, is the traditional sales funnel dead? I mean, when I think of a sales funnel, I think back to 15 years ago, like affiliate marketing and like white labeling products and ad spend and getting people into your funnel, and just, is that kind of marketing, does it still work?
It really does work. I have a lot of friends and even clients that I produce their YouTube channels for that they are masters at it. It really works for them. The purpose of this video is not to say that system is dead and that I figured out a better way. What I'm really saying is I couldn't make it work. I couldn't figure it out, and I still found a way of being successful, and I still think there's value in it. I'm trying to figure out those pieces, like, why wasn't I able to make it work? What do I need to do differently? And so I clearly don't have all the answers, but I've learned a lot, and there's more to learn.
So Nate, what do you mean? What are you working on exactly right now?
Well, over the years, I've offered my free gift, my lead magnet. I've had my keyword research mini course. I've got my influencer almanac, and I think they're valuable. But right now I'm working on my book. And I'm putting a lot of money and time. This book's probably not going to be out until the very end of the year, if not the beginning of 2022. And that book, I'm 99% decided, will be a free plus shipping offer. So it's a valuable book. I'm obviously investing a lot of time and money and resources into creating the best masterpiece I can that really encompasses my entire strategy, right? Showcases all the case studies of clients that I've worked with and all the steps that we follow in each one. So there's a blueprint, right? This book will contain everything. And when I can hold it up and say, I have a free gift for you. Now that you've learned a couple principles in this episode, I want you to have this book for free so you can really succeed on YouTube. You just click the link below, you cover the shipping costs, and I'll send it to you at no cost. So that, I feel like, is the most compelling, the most valuable lead magnet that I can offer. And it's a qualifying lead magnet, meaning they have to spend a little bit. They have to give me their shipping address, right? And they have to give me their phone number so that they're a real lead that I get. Some people are going to be able to take that book and really run with it and succeed on YouTube. Other people are going to want a course, and I've got a course that I can sell. But I'm really not promoting my course heavily now because I don't feel like I've got the best lead magnet to lead into it.
But so once you have the book, then that's kind of the intro to the sales funnel. Go down to the course and then to the done for you service. Is that going to kind of be it?
Yeah, I think so. We'll see. I mean, I have dreams of like putting on mastermind cruises and stuff where lots of YouTubers get together and bring their families and stuff.
So Nate, once they're in a funnel, is the best way to market to them to use email at that point?
So I'll admit, this is not my expertise. What I do know is that your email list is one of the most valuable assets that you have. And so you can really leverage email. And what I'm hoping to develop expertise in is knowing, kind of like that marketing funnel that you asked earlier, is what's the best message to send them in an email to get them to take that next step. My whole goal is really just to build relationships between now and then, strengthen those relationships, give out a lot of value, give them that book, and then the right people that are looking for a course, I'm going to have a video marketing series or something like that.
How important is it to make sure that there is a lot of value in every email or in every interaction that you have on social media with your base, with your funnel?
Well, I obviously think that's really important. Kind of a side answer to give is I don't believe in holding back secrets. So if somebody asks me a question, or if I'm answering a question on YouTube, and I think, ooh, there are 7 answers, I'm going to share 5 of them in this video and then make sure that they buy my course to get the other 2 answers. I think that's crazy. Russell Brunson is the one who kind of opened my eyes to that. Just give away everything. I'm going to give away everything in my book. You'll be able to fully implement my system just with the book. So why then would people want to buy the course? Well, they want the Q&A portion that they'll have from me. They want stuff in a different format with video. They want the community of all the people that are taking that course. Why would people hire me for my Done For You service? Well, it's a lot of work to produce a YouTube channel. And so we hold your hand and we do it for you. I mean, so that's the reason why people would ascend up the ladder, even though they're not missing out on anything, but they're getting it in the form of a book.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is that people can watch these YouTube videos and they can fully understand what it is that you're teaching. I mean, you don't hold back, your 5-ingredient formula. Like, it's all there. But
here's a secret, okay? Money is an exchange of value. And how much money did people pay to watch this video?
Yeah.
Okay, and all the videos on my channel, they're obviously free, so they're not giving up anything. There's no commitment. They're there and they probably watch these videos and think, oh, that's valuable. Nate's a smart guy. Nate's figured out a cool strategy. In order for them to really succeed, and there's exceptions to this, but if they spend $1,000 on a course, they're likely to put $1,000 worth of commitment and energy into it. What if they spent $10,000 for the course?
Yeah.
That same course, they're probably going to put more attention to.
Sure.
They'll probably follow more of the steps. What if they paid $100,000 for a service?
Yeah, they're gonna make sure that they're there. Right?
Yeah, our clients are really committed, right? They're really committed to that. And so even though I'm sharing all my secrets on YouTube for free, and even though I'm going to put all my secrets into this book, which is obviously they're just going to have to pay the shipping costs, I know it'll build relationships, I know it'll build value, and they'll catch a vision of what's possible. And I do hope some people will implement it on their own. But I do know some people will want to buy the course and some people will want the Done For You. Okay, there's another controversial topic where I explain that website SEO is dead. Yeah, you're going to want to watch this episode next. I'll link to it right up there.